Peace is you, shalom, shalom, shalom. Before I get started, I'm going to give all honest praises and infinite glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Kakwadash. Peace and blessings to you, hopeful elect, and shalom to your Akim and Agriv that's tuned in right now. And double honor to the apostles and the elders at GMS who want to teach my man. You know, Shema, Yasha'Allah, Yahweh, Allahayinawa, Yahweh, Akud, Shema, Yasha'Allah, Yahweh, Allahayinawa, Yahweh, Akud, Shema, Yasha'Allah, Yahweh, Allahayinawa, Yahweh, Akud. Right, and we're going to hop right into the lesson, and our authors are this lesson be edifying. As you can see, this is scriptures of the day. And I had these scripts waiting because I was supposed to do this lesson Friday that just passed, and I ended up because I wanted to start using my sword, so I had waited on it, and then I had another topic to go into on Sunday for my street ministry, and Lord willing, I'll be out there again this Sunday. I will be going out every Sunday. Every Sunday before 10:30, 10:30. And Lord willing, that street ministry be fire, be really edifying. But I'm going to hop right into this lesson, and we're going to get right into it. This is basically a we have to be circumspect in this truth, and it's heavy because I got this idea from the Elder Kazak Giala from Mississippi camp, and I had grabbed some scripts, that was weighing in on the spirit, and Lord willing, this lesson be edifying. So let me go to my first script. This is Ephesians 5:15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. Right, man. And that's what we have to do. We have to walk circumspectly. We have to walk wise while we're in this truth, man. We can't walk as fools, as blind men, or in the spirit of 2/3 spirit. We have to walk righteously, man. And yeah, we're going to mess up, but it's on us to repent and ask the Lord for forgiveness when we do mess up. But we have to constantly strive to be righteous because we don't want the judgment of the 2/3, man. We don't want to end up like the 2/3. We want to be looked upon as faithful servants when YAHAWASHI get here, man. Let me grab my next script. And Lord willing, this lesson be edifying, Thought of YAHAWASHI for still allowing me to do this work. Hey, my spirit been on fire lately, man. Like literally fire. And it goes to show that the Lord is still dealing with me, through the spirit. This is Ephesians 6:11-13. And it reads, put on the whole armor of YAHAWASHI that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Right, Esau Edom. So we have to put on that whole armor of the Lord, man, which is this word, which is that faith, man, which is that belief, You know, we have to wear it like a trench coat, like a coat, man. Armor, like breastplates, armor, shield, helmet, you know. We have to walk in his faith because Esau Edom, he's gonna come down where all types of weapons and stuff, and we gotta have faith that the Lord's gonna protect us, that the Lord's gonna bless us with that spiritual power to defend ourselves, man. You know, it takes faith to believe in what we believe in, to believe in this truth, to believe that you chariots, you know, them so-called UFOs is gonna beam brothers up as missiles start hitting this place, man. I was watching the brother Kazak camp today, and he was saying, you know, it takes strong faith to believe that America is gonna get hit with missiles and we have nowhere to go, and we have to believe that we're gonna get beamed up into those so-called UFOs, man, which is those chariots, you know. For we wrestle not against the flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Right. Because it's a spiritual battle that's happening every day. You know, Esau Edom is constantly doing some type of rituals behind closed doors, some type of witchcraft to try and slow us down, to try and put demons on us. That's why we need to put on the whole armor of the Lord, man, because this is a spiritual battle that we're in right now, you know? And in due time, it will become a physical battle. Once we get those new bodies, once we get those spiritual powers, and once YAHAWASHI get here, because then we're going to be able to fight, you know, Esau Edom and whatever he got going on, man. Through the spirit power, YAHAWASHI outside. You know? Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of YAHAWASHI outside, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. Right. That we have to, and that day we look up and we getting beamed up, you know, Lord willing, you know, that when we look back, we've done everything that we can. When Jacob's trouble started and it's time to cash in that spiritual check, you want to have a positive balance, man. You want the Lord to protect you in these days, man. You know, when people can't find anything to eat, you want to be able to trust that the Lord is going to feed you. Trust that the Lord is going to find shelter for you. You know, for you, your loved ones, and your family. Trust that. That we're gonna be, you know, rejoice while everybody's afraid, man. You know, and this is beautiful because we should be walking circumspectly, man. We should be going hard right now. You know, so let me grab the next script. This is 2 Timothy 2:15. Study to show you thyself approved unto YAHAWASHI outside, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly divine the word of truth. So right, we have to show the Lord that that even in our lower state we can still go hard, you know. We have to show ourselves approved, you know, to the Lord, man. And you doing that by doing his work, by doing what's commanded of us, by hitting your highways and byways, by doing your sit down lessons, you know, by trying to compel Jake to come in, that his house may be filled, man. You know, and you can't do that behind behind a computer screen. I'm not computer screen, behind Instagram keyboard all day, man. You know, we have to do this work. It's commanded of us, man. Hey, scripture say, hey, if you love me, keep my commandments. It's commanded of us to do this work. That's right. This is 1 Peter 5. No, wrong. Salakia. Salaki, it is 1 Peter. No fault. This is 1 Peter 5 and 8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. So, right, man, we have to be sober and vigilant. And I don't mean, you know, be sober as in not drinking. That means be spiritually sober, man. Our mind and our heads have to be clear, especially in these last days. We should be on our watch, man. Remember, we're those watchmen upon thy walls. It's our job to watch, man. When articles come up, report. We should be the true breaking news of this world, man, through the spirit of YAHAWASHI outside, starting with the apostles. Every time something happens, brothers is doing, and the elders and apostles doing lessons on it. That's the real breaking news. Why? Because we're matching up with scripts. We're going into prophecy, you know, and ultimately we know it's the will of the Lord. It's the Lord that's doing everything. You know? And that's why we got to continue in this fight, man. We're not supposed to be getting weary. We're not supposed to be getting tired. We're not supposed to be getting bored. We're supposed to be in this truth hard, man. Asking for forgiveness, constantly seeking the Lord. Hey, and ultimately, you know, it's a blessing to still be in this truth. It's a blessing to still be able to, you know, do your sit down videos, go outside, do your street ministries, still pray upon the name, still seeking the Lord, still doing your studying, watching the elders and apostles. You know, we have to look at these things as blessings because the Lord can easily, He knows your heart. He can easily take you out of this truth, man. You know, and the Lord is constantly blessing brothers, elders and apostles, and you sincere sisters, man. We have to do our part, and we know through Spirit Power YAHAWASHI outside, the Lord is gonna do His, man. You know, this 2 Corinthians 4:16 through 17, and it reads, "For which cause we faint not, but through our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day." Right, man. Our flesh is perishing. We going through these curses. We going through what Esau Edom is doing to the air. Our flesh is being destroyed daily. Our inward man is it has to be renewed day by day. Why? By staying in His Word, by staying connected to the Lord. Hey, I'm blessed just to say, man. Lately, I feel so much more connected to the Lord now than I have ever been, man. Literally, man. I've been through it's been my spirit to push and go harder, man. You know? And throughout I'll be out by seeing outside because you know I got my sword and I'm really pushing this thing, man. And the Lord put me through hell. Hey, listen, the Lord put me through hell. He put me through some shit these past, couple years, man. Why? Because I was slacking on my job, man. I wasn't doing lessons like that, hitting the highway. I was lukewarm. I was slowing down, man. You know. So he was putting a beating on me. I'm blessed to say, the Lord put me in a situation where I can get back to Him than His work. And ever since then, I've been so locked in, and I just been on go, man. I haven't even thought about slowing down, you know. And that's why through the Spirit we have to be renewed day by day through the Spirit. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal way of glory. Right, man. So what we're going through now is light affliction. You know, this is it is very light compared to what the 2/3 is going to receive. In Jacob's trouble, and we pray that we don't take a part of that, man. We'll rather catch the hell now. We are catching hell now. There's no brother that should be in this truth that should be comfortable, man. We should not be in a comfortable state. Yet the Lord blessed me to be by myself, and He blessed me with an apartment and a nice paying job. But I'm still going through hell, still living literally check to check, making ends meet. You know, to go to show you, man. It don't matter how much we can't get comfortable in this truth, man. I remember Brother Shawab, he told me when I told him my first when I told him I got the apartment, he said, "Hey, don't get comfortable, man." And I did for a little bit, and the Lord jacked me up. He whipped me right back into place, and thought Abba Yahawashim outside as any father would, man. Whip you back into place. Hey, you not doing what you supposed to. Hey, come take this punishment, man. You know? While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen, for the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal, right? And that's the kingdom of heaven, man. You know? We know through the Spirit that the things that we don't see the kingdom right now, but we know that's eternal. We know that's forever, man. You know? And it's beautiful because this world that we in now, you could tell it's temporary. They can't even purify the air for us. They constantly killing us through food, through taxes, through this air. Everything we touch, man, is getting taxed. You know, we have to constantly come out of pocket and pay for things. They taking all the natural resources and making us pay for it. You know, so like, yeah, I'm just getting my next script ready. And that's why we got to constantly put curses on this place too, because this place is not for us, man. This is Esau Edom's kingdom, man. And Esau Edom, you could tell these Edomites, even low level Edomites, is proud, man. They don't care if they gotta work. But it's set up for them to win on this side anyway, man. You know why? Because the Lord gave them He blessed them with the fatness of the earth, man. But Esau Edom wants more. He's never satisfied, man. Here he is trying to so-called, break through the firmament. He's trying to go and really believe that he could populate Mars, man. You know? Because this is John 15 and 16. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it to you. Right. And this is YAHAWASHI talking, man. You know, to wherever we ask, Yahweh through YAHAWASHI's name, the Lord will bless us with. And right now should be the time for us to be asking for more wisdom and knowledge, for us to, not to take the spirit away from us, to continue pushing into this truth, for that hedge of protection of not just ourselves and our families and loved ones, but the like-minded brothers, the elders and apostles, and the sincere sisters and their families and loved ones, man. And now is the time to be asking for things like that, man. Because we're literally almost out of here. You see how fast time is moving, man. We're about to be in July, man. You know? Literally. And that's the Lord, he's shortening days and the times for the elect's sake, man. Because the Lord he's tired of looking down and see all this wickedness still going on. Jake still out here trying to chase a bag. And Eve still cutting up, man. The Lord is sick of it. And that's why he's going to bring that thermonuclear fire, man. This is Revelations 3 and 15 through 17. I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would, though, wert cold or hot. So then, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out my mouth. Because thou sayest, I am rich and increase with goods, and have need of nothing, and knoweth not that thou art rich, and miserable and poor and blind and naked. So right, man, we're not supposed to be lukewarm, man. We're not supposed to be, okay, you're gonna do 2 lessons this day. No, the next week you can do another 2. Then you might hit a highway, then you wait a week, then do another lesson. No, man, we're supposed to stay on fire, man. Hey, I was supposed to say, hey, 3 lessons a week, man. We should really be doing 4. We should really be doing a lesson every day for real. Because the Lord's about to give us everything. There's nothing that we could do on this side to make up for what he's about to give us, man. All we can do is this word. It's not hard to go out on the highways and hedges for an hour, for a little longer, Because once you're in that spirit, you don't know how long you're going to be out there. Once that spirit take over, let me grab my last script. So if you lukewarm in this thing, the Lord will definitely sniff you out, man. He's going to take you out, And there ain't going to be no way to get back in unless the Lord allows you to get back in, This is Lamentations 4 and 9. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger, for these pine away, stricken through for want of the fruits of the field. So right, man, and this going into, in Jacob's trouble, the Lord himself is saying, hey, it should be it's better to be slain with a sword than slain in hunger, man. And a lot of Jakes is gonna die because they're gonna be hungry, man. Cause there ain't gonna be nothing to eat, you know. And through the spirit, we know Yeah. And we know through the spirit, scripts say that the servants are gonna be able to eat and drink in these days, man. And we have to have faith that we are of the elect. We gotta be hopeful. Lord willing, we are of that number so that the Lord can protect us, during Jacob's trouble. So Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Uh, we gotta keep going harder, man. We gotta make our call on election sure. We gotta stay diligent, man. Because hey, we want a spot on those chariots, man, and it's limited spots. you know, this isn't you everybody buy a ticket and we out here, nah, man. The limited spots. The Lord said He's coming to save a remnant. He's not coming to save everybody. You know, so we have to continue through the faith that we are part of that remnant. You know, but Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Once again, I want to give all honors, praise, and infinite glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kakodash. Peace and blessings to you, hopeful elect. And Shalom once again to you, Akim and Akwarif that tuned in. And double honor to the apostles and elders of GMS who rule and teach well. Like our apostles all like to say, on to the next lesson. You're only as good as your last lesson. So keep leveling up, stay in the spirit, and a Bible ball soon. Till next time, peace and blessings to you, hopeful elect. And Shalom.